So, how has COVID-19 sort of affected my job specifically? We were always very heavily invested in remote operations, you know, internet speeds, building automation systems. We support most of our servers remotely. Almost everything we do is done remotely. So from a departmental standpoint, like sort of the IT side of things, the product technology side of things, very little difference. Like we generally don't go on site to like work on a server. We work with the IT department. They share a screen, or they allow us a secure way to access the system remotely, and we do most of that in the past. Um, so how does COVID-19 affected us sort of from the IT side and the support side? I would say, maybe 10 or 15% of the time somebody was sort of working remotely before. And so now it's like 100% of the people working 100% of the time remotely. And so probably it was just the scale of it, was that everybody was doing it remotely. If anything, it has certainly driven the adoption of things like Teams and, being able to do virtual meetings and different stuff like that. It's much more accepted, where before people were like, hey, I kind of want to meet face to face and get a feel for it. And there's differences, I think, when you use a video camera and how you look at somebody, and like, am I looking at the camera, or am I looking at their face, or different stuff like that. That takes some getting used to. But I think that's been one of the biggest differences, is just the expansion, the scale of it. I mean, we definitely had the seeds, and when we were preparing quite early, just in case, and so from that standpoint, it has impacted from the IT side and the support side and stuff like that. Obviously, there's a big deal with, like meeting people in person, and techs and field personnel have to be able to go on site to actually physically install stuff, which we can't help with. But even there, we've tried to do a lot of stuff with remote support. So if somebody's on site, they can like share like what they're seeing, and we can work with them and see what they're doing, and provide solutions without having everybody